we have Arden who is going to share her project with us next.
Hi, I'm Arden, and I research society's take on women, both past and present. So I recently got interested in Hamilton, as most others did, and I found out that Angelica Schuyler, one of the main characters, played a very big feminist role in the revolution and just everyday life. And so I wanted to find out more women like her and what they did for women today. So I picked out 4 women that I found very inspirational and that did a lot to make America how it is today. So my first woman is Abigail Adams, who was both a women's rights activist and the second first lady to John Adams. One of her most famous quotes is, "Remember the ladies and be more generous and favorable to them than your ancestors. Do not put such unlimited power into the hands of the husband. Remember, all men will be tyrants if they could. If particular care and attention is not paid to the ladies, we are determined to foment a rebellion and will not hold ourselves bound by any laws in which we have no voice or representation." Abigail Adams was famous for her letters, both to her husband and other people, which documented both the era and her marriage. She publicly spoke out about having women take part in government and have more rights in everyday life and all in all. So she made sure to publicly speak her beliefs and had other people follow them. My second is Michelle Obama, who started many programs and organizations that enforced health and exercise into children. And she was also the 44th second lady to Barack Obama. One of her most famous quotes is, "There are so many causes worth sacrificing for, so much history yet to be made." Some of her most famous organizations is Let's Move, which enforced exercise, and Chefs Move to School, which helped provide recipes and ways to make existing recipes and the schools more healthy in most ways they could. She took her 8 years as a first lady and did more than most people do in a lifetime. And she made sure to enforce her beliefs, and a lot of people, she is an inspiration to all. So I also did Diana Frances Batten Windsor, aka Princess Diana as well. She was famous for helping people understand the HIV virus and understanding that it wasn't deadly and these people are still people. So, and she was also the Princess of Wales. She said, "People think that at the end of the day a man is the only answer. Actually, a fulfilling job is better for me." She publicly showed her support for all people, and she went to hospitals and she went to ill and made sure they were having fun and they were happy, but she was most famous for hanging around and showing that the HIV virus, which was very unknown at the time and people didn't know much about it, so she showed support for the people that had it and made sure that it's not scary and people should know that. So lastly, I researched Amelia Earhart, who was the first female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. And she said, "Women must pay for everything. They do get more glory than men for comparable feats, but they also get more notoriety when they crash." So she, again, as I said, she flew solo across the Atlantic Ocean, which prior to her was a man's job. It was something that only a male should be able to do and was able to do. But she really believed that anything a man could do, a woman could do as well, because they are the same in a way, and it shouldn't be based on your gender, whether or not you can accomplish something. So she stood up for that, and at the end of the day, she did, and she's amazing for it. So according to the media, who are we? After researching all these women, I looked back in our current society to examine the expectation placed on young women. I knew I wanted to create anything that I could to continue to motivate young girls, just like the women before me. So I found these are some examples of magazines that are circulating around currently. And as you can see, it's mostly about exterior beauty and size and things that are stereotypical girly things. And I personally don't really believe that this is who women are. To me, this is who women are. Women are people like Malala, who won a Nobel Peace Prize, or the Olympic gymnast team, who won gold medals in their events. This is who women are because no matter, they can accomplish anything if they set their mind to it. Gender does not matter. It is a state of mind and whether you believe that you can do it. So I would just like to close with this quote. It says, "A girl should be two things, who and what she wants," by Coco Chanel. And then to go along with the presentation and the whole motivation, I made a poster with one of my favorite quotes by Amelia Earhart, which says, "The most effective way to do it is to do it." And I would like to explain what this is. So I chose this quote by Amelia Earhart because it tells how the only reason to really do something is to do it, and you can't keep planning and telling other people to do it because at the end of the day, someone has to step up. And so I chose this quote, but I also illustrated it, and I drew the trophy and the medal in the bottom left-hand corner to symbolize all the accomplishments and awards that women have won over the years, because there's a lot. And in the right next to it, I have a scroll-looking document, again, of the list of accomplishments women have succeeded and completed, which I made to look like the Declaration of Independence, because women don't really have a document, and it's mostly a man's job in government. And so I would just like to close with going along with that. Angelica Schuyler, one of the main characters in Hamilton, said in one of her songs that, "And when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I'm going to compel him to include women in the sequel." So it's basically sums up what I'm working towards.
Wow. Ladies, thank you very much. That was more than I could even have expected, certainly more than I would be able to put together. So I don't know if you're able to see them or not, but just, again, thank you very much. So, really, a big thing that kind of happened as a result of this is that our classes is really not about just being able to absorb some kind of information as much as be able to take some information that's presented, research it, apply some critical thinking and analytical skills to it, and formulate their own kind of line of thinking and ideas and things that maybe we never thought of ourselves. So congratulations to them, and thank you, Ms. Bernucci, for a wonderful job that you're doing. There's more. All the 7th and 8th graders, all the 5th and 6th graders are engaged in activities like these. And Tuesday next week, in the middle school cafeteria from 6 to 7:30, we will have some other presentations that students have done with regard to that at Spark Time. So please come on out if you have a chance to come see what all the students are doing here in the district in our gifted education program at the middle school. That's true. Quick questions?
I actually have a comment, if I could. We've had some struggles with gifted over the last few years, and this is just a tremendous change, and it's so positive. And I actually have an email from a parent who had specific struggles back at the time, and she asked me if I would read this at the board meeting because she was unable to attend tonight. She said she wanted to share our appreciation with you and the board. On behalf of our students, thank you for hearing our concerns and our voice with the Middle School Gifted program. Further, thank you for taking action and implementing a new gifted structure in the middle school. The daily gifted attention our girls are receiving and the absence of scheduling stresses have enabled them to thrive and love learning again. Also, a special thank you to Lisa Chaya and Colleen Bermucci for their dedication and flexibility in the new structure. Last year at this time, my 7th grade daughter said it was a punishment to be smart. With this year's changes, I hear an enthusiasm and a spark about her classes every day. Also, our 5th grader has had a seamless transition into the middle school and is soaring and happy with her thoughts and ideas. This new structure is stoking the fire of their learning. We have confidence with Upper Merion School District that our school students' best interests are at heart, and when change is necessary, they'll be made. Thank you for continued support and action and for the Upper Merion Gifted program. So really have made a huge difference, and this is so evident. And thank you so much to the students and to the teachers for coming tonight, because that makes such a huge difference. So very much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, and much appreciated to the parent that sent that email. I'd also credit Mr. Slavin for really kind of helping to kind of put together that master schedule that really allowed for these kind of groupings to take place and provide that seamless instruction throughout the day for all of us. Thank you. Anything else?
So I would really like to congratulate these young ladies who I've known for a very long time, and we are in good shape. Our future is in good shape. It takes a lot of courage to come here and to present in front of us exciting folk, but you are the highlight of a very long time, and that was amazing and very courageous. And as a parent, I could definitely echo the email, and I can, there has been an anxiety decrease and a participation increase, an engagement increase. There's no longer a pullout. There's no longer kind of a choice whether you want to participate or not. And look at the excitement. I mean, I can't tell you anything more about Hamilton. No, actually, I could tell you a ton more about Hamilton because that's all we talk about. And that's what we talk about at dinner. What if Aaron Burr didn't get shot? And I'm like, I don't really know, Hannah. But truly, thank you for supporting this effort and for coming tonight.
And ladies and parents, I've been doing this a long time, and my job coming here was easy because we have such an amazing creative group of people, including this board, that believes in the team of people that we have. And it was a matter of setting people free. And to see what these students and these teachers have done this evening just has to make you feel good. It has to make you feel good about our school district, our community, and our country. And it's amazing at the presentations you did. Thank you, parents, for sharing these young ladies with us. Thank you, young ladies and teachers, for the job you've done. But at the end of the day, we can have conversations about budgets and buildings and all those things. This is what we do. This is the essence of what this school board should be doing and directing, and the essence of this leadership team and the people and the teachers. It's about students, and it's about programming, and this is just a wonderful example, and I can't thank you enough for your hard work and dedication, including the leadership team that has just kind of been set free and said, let's get this thing done, and let's make these things happen. At times, we can't make it happen as fast as we all like to, but the key is that we're moving forward, and these presentations by these young ladies tonight is just a perfect example of it as to where we're going, so thank you. I have to introduce Mr. Slavin at this point, though. Adam, come on up.
Well, while you're doing it and coming on up, I know both of the families well, and know the ladies who just presented well. It doesn't surprise me on how good you are, although I really didn't know how good you are until that. That was fantastic. And Dr. Tolini, you stole some of my thunder, but it won't stop me from saying it again. We do talk about budgets. We do spend a lot of time talking about the day-to-day activities, but this is what we're here for. Thank you for continuing to inspire us. That was fabulous. To your teacher. I love a teacher that says, I don't know. Love it. Not all the time. Not all the time. But it's I don't know, let's find out together and let's continue to go. I mean, if you're a teacher that can stand up and say, I just know all the answers, come on, you don't. The fact that you just say, I don't know, but let's go out and do this together, I applaud you for doing that. That's exactly what we need more of our teachers to do. So obviously our students are in great hands. Ladies, fantastic job. To your parents, I know they're already proud, but you should be. This will be on channel, out on recorded, although I did see people recording it already, but you should be able to get a copy of that so later in life you can say, remember this? Fantastic job.
Thank you very much for spending your evening with us tonight. I really do appreciate you coming and sharing with us. It takes a lot of courage to come and talk to us, but really, as the curriculum, this is what it's all about. Again, this is why we're here. This is so important for us, and really truly cherish these opportunities to see what is going on in our classrooms and how much you are just bringing it all to life today, and it really makes this is what it's all about. And thank you for inspiring us. Really do appreciate you coming out and spending this time this evening with us. And please feel free to go home and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Do some homework, yeah. What are you doing here?
But thank you again.